Coming up, we'll take a look at a new community resource aimed at giving people and clothes new life.
Then we talk to the new Mississippi State homecoming king and queen, who will be making their official appearance at tomorrow's game.
And later, take a look into how the Mississippi State women's basketball team is preparing for their upcoming season.
Your Take 30 News starts right now. Good evening and welcome to Take 30 News. I'm Raylen Ladner.
And I'm Aubrey Carter. Thanks for joining us.
Community Counseling Services Care Closet is now asking for hygiene products. How you can donate? We talked to organizers to see how.
If they need it, and there's no questions asked.
Administrator for Community Counseling Services, Whitney Cox, is talking about the free resources the Care Closet offers to anyone who might need the extra help.
A care closet like this is important because of inflation has gone up, monies are still low, and the most important thing for them to have is a roof over their heads, food on their table. So a lot of times people can't go out and spend the money on clothes or extra clothes. Children grow out of clothes and they don't have the money to fund that. So I think it's a great help and a great success.
The Care Closet began in 2023 when Community Counseling Services noticed there are a lot of people in the area in need. They accept donations of gently used clothes and now hygiene products.
I've known people to say, well, I don't have any soap. I don't have any toothbrush. My mom didn't buy it. So if they could donate it and we could give it, that will help a lot.
If you wish to donate, you can do so at any time. Community Counseling Services asks that you bring your donations to the back of the building under the awning so that it will be protected from the weather.
There are so many people out there that are wanting to start their life over and to do something different with their life. And if this is just one small thing we can do to give back and help them feel better about themselves, or go to a job interview and feel prepared, or even just walk out of the house and feel comfortable, that's something we want to be able to do.
Shoes is always a hot commodity.
The Care Closet team says they've helped hundreds of families in the area and that clothes can go a long way.
There's one client in particular that was able to come and get her an entire interview outfit. She was working with our supported employment program, and she was able to obtain a job that she had not anticipated being qualified for.
You do not have to be a client at Community Counseling Services to get the extra help. You can drop off your donations at 302 North Jackson Street in Starkville, Mississippi.
Thanks so much for that story, Raylen. Now we turn to our Take 30 meteorologist, Abby Summers. Abby, what does the rest of the day have in store?
Well, we have had a mild start to our day here in northeast Mississippi. We can see that we're all sitting in those lower 70s right now, but we do have some down here in Ackerman and Louisville that are still sitting in those upper 60s right now. Looking at tonight in Starkville, we can see that we are going to be dipping down into those lower 60s. We're going to have some cloudy conditions and a chance of some patchy fog tonight and into tomorrow morning, so definitely be careful if you're heading out and about. Now I'll be tracking those rain chances coming up in my main forecast.
Well, thank you so much, Abby. And while today is the 1st of November and spooky season has officially come to a close, let's take a look at how one haunted house in Columbus ended this Halloween holiday.
The Lowndes County Sheriff's Office teamed up with the Community Benefit Committee to bring a haunted house to the Columbus Fairgrounds.
I have a nonprofit. It's called the Community Benefit Committee. We partner with the Sheriff's Office, and we put on this haunted house every year to raise money for our foster children here in Lowndes County.
While this haunted house might be full of frightening monsters and lots of jump scares, everyone going through can be sure that their fears are going toward a good cause.
We have over 200 kids in foster care, and our vision is to give these kids a dream Christmas. A lot of these kids, they don't have forever homes, so why not one night of magic and give them a wonderful Christmas.
And to make this dream a reality, all proceeds from this 4-day Fright Fest go directly to the Mississippi Department of Child Protection Services.
We are hoping that this Christmas is going to be a joyful Christmas for them. From my perspective, what I do every day as a faculty member, I teach child development. So I recognize the importance of counterbalancing any kind of negativity or trauma and experiences that children may have. And so this is one way that the benefit committee actually plays a role in trying to counterbalance anything negative like that.
And organizers say this event wouldn't be possible without all the student volunteers.
Just that dedication too is so super special because we get to see these students grow up. They really pour back into their community, and it's a wonderful thing to be a part of.
With over 200 children in Lowndes County foster care, any donation can make a big difference for these kids. And you can help out by giving directly to the Community Benefit Committee.
Well, thank you so much for that story, Aubrey. For your 2024 Homecoming King and Queen, we will get to find out the details of their crowning tomorrow.
Don't go away.
As concern grows over the declining health of the world's oceans, veterinary students at Mississippi State are learning how to rescue and rehabilitate vulnerable marine animals. Through a unique partnership between the College of Veterinary Medicine and the Institute of Marine Mammal Studies in Gulfport, Mississippi, students are experiencing the chance of a lifetime. Real-time research of this fragile ecosystem prepares students for a future in providing care for sick and stranded dolphins, turtles, sea lions, and other marine species. At the same time, MSU's advanced diagnostic technology is helping innovate for solutions while improving treatment and outcomes. Not only are the waters of the Gulf Coast opening new worlds of discovery for Mississippi State veterinary students, they are much safer now thanks to this game-changing partnership that's improving life for literally hundreds of aquatic animals.
Welcome back to Take 30 News. I'm Raylen Ladner.
And I'm Aubrey Carter. Thanks for joining us.
It's homecoming week at Mississippi State University, and our homecoming king and queen are filled with gratitude.
Our Breland Lucious talked to them this week in anticipation of their crowning tomorrow.
We love MSU!
It's homecoming week at Mississippi State University, and our homecoming king and queen are embracing the spirit of gratitude.
For as long as I can remember, I've always been coming to Mississippi State football games with my family, and me and my mom would always pick out whose dress on court was our favorite, and I just looked up to those girls so much when I was younger. It's just kind of such a full circle and surreal moment for me to actually be queen now.
Homecoming King is all about who loves Mississippi State the most. It's not a year in a position or political power. It's just an opportunity to represent Mississippi State and all of the amazing things that go on in it.
Reflecting on the incredible support from peers, Henderson and Cherry says Mississippi State is more than a university, it's a family.
Mississippi State homecoming to me is just such a great reminder of how wonderful the people are here at Mississippi State. I mean, just running for homecoming queen alone, I felt so much love, and I was just so overwhelmed with joy from all the people that supported me and walked through that time with me. And it also just reminded me how much of a family, like community, this school really is.
I know that people will come onto campus who knew Mississippi State decades ago, knew Mississippi State now, and will know Mississippi State in the future, and they will see 3 different campuses that look a little bit different from each other. But what they will see every single time, and what every single person will see and experience, is the Mississippi State atmosphere and the environment here.
Each day this week, organizations have been hosting events to foster community spirit and celebrate the tradition of homecoming.
Today, SA is holding the longest student table. So the longest table, it just bridges like a gap. Homecoming, it's really about all the people who've come, alumni, people who are interested in coming to Mississippi State, people who are current students of Mississippi State. It brings everybody together as a family.
Since 1878, Mississippi State University has been dedicated to a strong sense of family and belonging within its community. For Take 30 News, I'm Breland Lucious.
I hope that sound isn't
Make sure you're in on all the homecoming festivities this weekend.
You can log on to Cowbell Connect or Mississippi State's Instagram for all the details. Now let's take another look at weather.
So we're looking at our campus cam here at Mississippi State. We can see that we're sitting in those lower 70s right now. I have more about my forecast coming up after the break.
Discovery. It tells our history and determines our future. At Mississippi State University, we're digging deep, unlocking an understanding of our past, validating it, Middle East exploration by faculty and students is uncovering evidence that unravels ancient mysteries. Scholars have long thought of the biblical kings David and Solomon as mythological figures. Our research offers evidence that supports their existence, boosting MSU into an international league of experts on archaeology. Now we're changing the way people think about the past, opening up new possibilities of understanding for future generations. Digging deeper, learning more. When it comes to making the world a better place, it's all in the numbers at Mississippi State University. Our big data science researchers are creating astonishing new algorithms to model human behavior and consumer activity to identify anomalous purchasing patterns. Interpreting the data creates heat maps that can signal fraudulent activity and even predict likely cybercrime locations and perpetrators. And as the only academic institution to team with a state-level DHS agency in the study of transactional data of the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, MSU is helping prevent misuse while ensuring that benefits are being used as intended. These successes are opening doors for similar research partnerships with banking, insurance, credit card, and other data-intensive industries, leading to consumer confidence in online and other transactions. Making numbers count. Mississippi State University.
We're looking at our campus cam here at Mississippi State University, and we can see that we do have cloudy conditions outside right now. We are sitting in those lower 70s, and we do have a wind coming out of the north-northeast at about 5 miles per hour right now. Now looking at our satellite and radar, we can see that the showers that we had earlier on today, that slowly moved its way out of our area. We do have this cloud cover down here. We do have some showers down to our south, but that's going to be staying down to our south throughout this evening. Now looking at the rain, we did see some rain yesterday, but we're looking at those rain totals that we got. We're seeing anywhere from about a little over half an inch in Starkville, but down here in Meridian, they got 2.5 inches of rain. And so we did see some rain from the rain system that we got yesterday, but it's not really helping our drought out that much. We can see here in Starkville, we are sitting in a severe drought right now, but areas to the around us are sitting in that moderate to dry drought right now. So we still do need some more rain, and we will be seeing that in the next couple of days. So looking at those rain chances, like I said, we're not going to have any this weekend, so we're going to have a good weekend for that homecoming football game against UMass, but we are going to see that Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, but we do have some rain chances coming back into the forecast. So now I'm going to track that out for you. Starting off next Tuesday, starting off at 6 a.m., we can see that not much is going on across our area, but we do have some isolated rain showers down here. But that rain is going to start to move on into our area, and we can see that we do have this line of showers, just some isolated showers that we see coming into our area in our northwestern parts of the area. And we can see that this rain is going to be a little bit more widespread, and that's sort of just going to be the story going into your Wednesday morning. We could see some stronger showers. We see some heavier rain up here, but that's just going to be passing on through our area and then leaving us Thursday morning, which is some clouds in the area right now. And so looking at our game day forecast against UMass, we can see at kickoff we are starting off in those upper 70s. We're going to be seeing some mixture of sun and clouds throughout the entire game. We'll be dropping down to those lower 70s on your way home if you're heading home. And then looking at our 7 days, so we can see that this Saturday and Sunday we're going to be in those upper 80s. We do have some foggy conditions for your Saturday morning. For Sunday, make sure to turn back that clock, back 1 hour. Going into your Tuesday, we do see that we do have some rain chances for your election day, so make sure to grab that jacket as you're heading out the door. And then we can see that going into next Wednesday and Thursday, we'll be sitting into those upper 70s with lows in the 50s.
Coming up, we'll take a look at the soccer team's winning season and the upcoming return of women hoops.
The sense of place. We all have it. Often grown from deep roots in small-town communities. At Mississippi State University, our Carl Small Town Center is strengthening these ties. With nearly 40 years of making a difference, we're revitalizing communities into welcoming places to work, live, and congregate. By weaving together the best pieces of our past with modern technology and amenities, we're creating the hometowns of the future. Places where lifetime memories can be made. where you have all the things you need, along with all the things you want. Through partnerships with our communities, we're identifying improvement opportunities, recommending paths forward, and creating the plans for a better tomorrow.
Welcome back to Take 30 News. I am Anthony Jenkins Jr., here to give you the updates on what's going on in the sports world. IMSU Bulldogs lost their 7th straight game this past Saturday against the Arkansas Razorbacks. The Bulldogs had some previous close matchups against other SEC opponents, but against Arkansas, man, it was a different story. Arkansas defeated Mississippi State 58-25. This will be the most points the team gave up all season. It is our homecoming week, though, so the Bulldogs are looking forward to getting back on the win column going against UMass. Coach Levitt says he knows his offense will come to Davis-Wade Stadium bringing their best punch.
I would expect them to be at their very best on Saturday as they come down here. We're going to need to be at ours, and for us, it will continue to be about us, how we go about our business day to day, week to week, and getting better.
With it being our homecoming week, kickoff will be at 3:15 p.m. The Bulldogs are favored to win, which is the first time since going against Toledo in week 3 of the season. Our MSU women's soccer team has now finished their record-breaking regular season. The Lady Bulldogs won their last regular season game against the number 14 ranked South Carolina Gamecocks on the road after beating Texas A&M also on the road. MSU is now ranked number 2 in the United Coaches Soccer Poll. The Lady Bulldogs went undefeated in SEC play, which now makes them the SEC regular season champions. Head coach James Armstrong says this season is well-deserved from the players and the fans.
It was incredible, and the girls deserve it, but the fans deserve it too. They've been with us all season long. They've helped us get through some really tough times in games. Without them, I don't think we had the same results that we've had. So this is for everybody at Mississippi State, and it's special for sure.
You will now have the highest seed going into the SEC tournament, which starts this Sunday. The tournament takes place in Pensacola, Florida, and it will be all week. All these games will be streaming live on SEC Network and SEC Network Plus. The women's volleyball team are back on a winning streak after losing 5 games straight. The Lady Bulldogs won their last 2 games with sweeping Arkansas this past Sunday. They would also pick up some weekly awards as McKenna Yates earns her 2nd SEC Defensive Player of the Week honor. MSU is said to continue to stay on the win column this Sunday as they go on the road against the Texas A&M Aggies. This match starts at 2 p.m. and will be streaming live on SEC Network Plus. The MSU women's basketball team is back in action next week. They have a large number of transfers and only a few returning players on the team this season. This is Sam Parcells' 3rd year as the head coach. He says not only will the team photo look different, but also the play on the court. The MSU women's basketball team ended the season with a 23-12 record last year. They had a strong showing in the WBIT tournament, making it all the way to the quarterfinals. The 3rd-year head coach says this team is different than his previous teams.
As far as athleticism, we're scary. We are fast. We can get after it on the offense and defensive end. And I would say for this group, as where we're at in this season, this chemistry is probably the best of the other 2 groups. And that's talking about 2 teams that won 20-plus games. They cook together. They hang out together. They love being around each other. Let's just hope they love being together on the floor when the lights come on.
Along with key transfers that joined the team this season, there are 4 players returning. One is the preseason coach's All-SEC second-team guard, Jacayla Jordan. She says she not only wants to leave her mark this season, but also throughout her career as a Lady Bulldog.
I just want to be a player that, gave her all every game. Take this team back to the tournament. I want to get back to the tournament. Trying to get first-team All-SEC, all-defensive team. Want to be a draft pick. I'm going for it all.
Coach Parcells also added several new assistant coaches to his staff, which is one being former Lady Bulldog and current WNBA player Victoria Vivians. He says she can make a big impact on the players being a coach and a professional athlete.
When you do this business, again, it's more than just about winning games. It's about impacting lives. And that's what Victoria does. I mean, think about the lens for my young women who have a lot of aspirations and dreams to play at the next level, and you currently have a staff member who is in the league.
Women are set to open the season at the Humphrey Coliseum this Thursday. Tip-off is set to be at 6:30 p.m. The game will also stream live on SEC Network Plus. That's all we have for sports today. Hope to see you guys next week. And back to you, Raylen.
Thank you so much, Anthony. Come up, find out why local police departments are issuing nightly reminders.
We'll be right back.
Mississippi State University, student-led teams are taking one of the country's biggest health issues to heart. Out to unravel one of science's unsolved mysteries, researchers in MSU's Department of Agriculture and Biological Engineering are asking why and when healthy cells in human arteries can begin changing into bone-like structures that hamper blood flow. This calcification contributes to strokes and heart attacks, two leading causes of death in Mississippi. As part of their groundbreaking research, students are designing a 3D model that allows them to understand how arteries act within the body and what changes them. By recreating what is happening at the cellular level, researchers are pursuing ways to stop and reverse the process of calcification. Testing treatments could lead to new solutions, helping reduce the number of people struggling with the effects of poor heart health, and ultimately saving lives. Mississippi State University, getting to the heart of better health for Mississippians.
Welcome back to Take 30 News. I'm Raylen Ladner.
And I'm Aubrey Carter. In an effort to keep the community safe, the Starkville Police Department is urging residents to adopt a nightly routine.
Our Michael Cassidy explains.
Every night at 9 p.m., Starkville PD issues a safety notification to the community.
It is a proactive attempt to remind people in their day-to-day activities to take one simple step, to go and lock their vehicles, to take their property, their valuables out of the vehicle, and simply lock their door.
It is called the 9 p.m. Nightly Routine, and it was founded in 2018 as a way to help reduce burglaries and break-ins in the city.
We are experiencing less property crimes than in years past. I don't want to jinx us as we close to the last part of it, but it's been a much better year than previous years in regards to property crimes.
Besides the prevention of property damage, the 9 p.m. curfew allows the police department to communicate with residents of Starkville in a more open and honest manner.
I think it's helped, and the reason why I say that is because when we go to the community, we speak to community events. So I know that the community is becoming very aware and reminding each other.
You see more people on social media sharing it, commenting on it. You know, if we're able to communicate with the community in issues that we're seeing, that also gives them things to be looking for and things that they could assist in us preventing.
And I think our officers have embraced. They try to use humor being used with it, Halloween themes for this time of year.
Law enforcement cannot be everywhere all the time. SPD officers say they hope these efforts will strengthen community relationships and safety. In Starkville with Take 30 News, this is Michael Cassidy.
Thanks for the helpful tips, Michael. For more information, contact Sergeant Brandon Lovelady.
And now that Halloween is over, it's time to celebrate the Day of the Dead.
The deeply cherished Mexican holiday honors the memories of loved ones who have died. It's usually celebrated on November 1st and 2nd. The first is dedicated to remembering infants and babies, and the second to everyone else. Family members usually set up the altars at the gravesides of their loved ones. The site normally decorated with marigolds, incense, and candles. Favorite foods and drinks of the dead are put on the altars to welcome their souls back. The Day of the Dead used to be celebrated in the summer, but it was changed to coincide with Halloween. And while we're here on Take 30 on a Friday, you know we like to have some fun, so let's take a look at this.
Yep, Friday, Collins Dictionary announced brat as its 2024 Word of the Year. The UK-based dictionary publisher has defined it as someone characterized by a confident, independent, and hedonistic attitude. Brat became a cultural phenomenon when British singer Charli XCX dropped her hit album of the same name over the summer. Brat is now one of the most talked about words of the year.
And Heidi Klum phoned home on Halloween.
For nearly a quarter century, she has worn elaborate costumes at her annual Halloween bash that draws in celebrities. And she did not disappoint this year. The 51-year-old model made a dramatic entrance as E.T. at the New York's Hard Rock Hotel. Her face was peeking out from the extraterrestrial's neck beneath an animatronic head that blinked and moved its mouth. The former Victoria's Secret angel completed the look with an outsized wig, dress, and lipstick, a nod to when E.T. got dressed up in the movie. And Klum's husband, Tom Collitz, also attended the party as E.T.
And I know I was certainly surprised when I first saw that costume.
It's definitely an interesting one, but if anyone can pull it off, it's definitely her.
For sure.
Abby, can you give us one last look at weather?
Yeah, so looking at our 7-day one more time, we can see that this Saturday and Sunday we are going to be in those lower 80s, so it's going to be a good day to go outside for that Mississippi State homecoming game against UMass. We are going to have a chance of some patchy fog Saturday, definitely watch out for that. Sunday, make sure to move your clock back 1 hour. I'm going into Monday and Tuesday. We're going to Tuesday for your election day. We are going to see that rain chance make it back into the forecast. So definitely make sure to grab that rain jacket if you're heading out the door. And then the week we'll be staying in those upper 70s for the rest of the weekend.
Thank you so much, Abby.
Yeah, I appreciate it. And Anthony, any last insight on the upcoming homecoming game?
Yeah, we are currently, it's homecoming week. We are 18-point favorites against UMass. We haven't won a game in over a month now, so hopefully we can get back on track with that. I know we have good weather also.
Yeah, great
so
weather.
what are y'all plans for homecoming?
Oh, just tailgating. I got some friends coming in for the weekend, and we're gonna have some fun, celebrate.
Those are my plans. My family is actually coming into town, so I'll get to see them and hang out with them. But definitely planning on going to the game. I hope we win, but either way, I think it'll be good.
Gotcha.
Well,
Yeah,
that'll be a good
I'll
time.
also be tailgating. I'll watching the game on TV.
Well, that's our show. Thank you so much for joining us today.